Matt from New Gamer Nation here at PAX Prime 2015. I'm talking with Olli, and we took a look at Pollen, and it looks gorgeous as always. How have things been for the last 6 months?
It's been excellent. The development has been really quick in the past months, as now we have all the movement systems are working for Pollen in Oculus and both on off-screen on the normal monitor. Also, we have started working on the HTC Vive and OSVR lately.
You guys have been very, very busy. Now, when we looked at East, we were only looking at like a technical build of just getting used to using the Oculus and interacting with the environment. And now we have a little bit of the story that we looked at. Why don't you talk a little bit about the story, because that's been completely missed with the rest of the world.
Yeah, we didn't want to tell about the story before because the idea of the game is mystery, so you try to figure out what has happened. The setting starts so that you are on a job interview on Earth and find out that there has been a work-related accident on the Saturnian moon Titan on Rama Industries Research Station M. And, well, there's a job opening for you, and that causes you to enter the base, start exploring the outskirts of Titan, and getting in and figuring out what happened to your predecessor.
Now, the story is entirely left for you to explore. Exploration is crucial to this game. And it seems like there's so many little details that are spread throughout the station, and I guess Titan later on, that you have to interact with to find out. I mean, how did you guys come up with all these different nuances to drop throughout the world?
We began working on the story even before we started. We had a company doing this game, and we have been speeding up all the time on it. We have two script writers who have been working on the story since the beginning, and the team of script writers has grown to 4. And also all the artists, all the programmers, everybody is thinking all new stuff in the gameplay as they go along. The core of the game is that we have over 500 pages of story that has taken place in the base. And now players to figure out what are the small details in the world that they figure out that builds up this whole conclusion.
Now, the last build we saw back at East had the Pollen-ish type stuff that we interacted with, and that's where it ended. And now today we got to see that a completely different world exists, almost like a parallel dimension. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I don't know how much I can say about that, because that's one of the big mysteries. There's a reason why I have built this multi-million-dollar base on Saturnian moon Titan. And the effect that you saw there, the mystery that comes after that, that's a really big part of it, and that's where your predecessor can be found.
Cool. Well, it's definitely different. So, you mentioned that you've been working on the Vive. Now, before it was all Oculus, and now you're just kind of all over the place. What's it been like developing for so many different platforms or peripherals at the same time?
It's not that different for us, because technology is pretty similar for all of them. The biggest change for us has been the hand controllers. We knew that those were coming, and from day one we were preparing to them. So like you noticed that we have this kind of a weird way of interacting with things, like you imitate the action.
Right.
If you play with gamepad, you grab things and do the action like imitating it. The same with mouse, and it's also been because we want to have the hand controllers there that you actually need to do the movements yourself.
And the Vive really helps with that.
Yeah, Vive is really awesome on that one, and so is the half-moon control for Oculus.
So, out of the 3, what do you think is your personal favorite to use for the game?
I think they are pretty much the same. All of them are the same. They will have the same chances. I definitely love the Vive, the chance to move with my own feet in the lighthouse world, but that is something that you can do with Oculus also. It's the size difference is just a small thing at the moment there.
So for everybody that wants to get their hands on Pollen as soon as possible, when is their best chance of getting it on the market?
So in Q1, when the virtual reality equipment comes, we will be available at that time.
At that time?
At that time.
Cool. And for what platforms?
In the beginning it will be PC, and what we will support will be HTC Vive, Oculus Rift and OSVR. Later in the year it will come for PS4 and Morpheus.
You're a very busy man.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to do.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Olli.
Thanks.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks.
Great talking to you.